Yeah. So I guess I'll start the meeting at 3 o'clock. Becky, will you read roll call, please?
Tom
Here.
Wilson. Dean Creel.
Here.
Jack Scrogstead.
Here.
Mike Pearson.
Here.
Okay. So public attendees, we have nobody, nobody by Zoom. So we'll go to approval of minutes. If there's no changes or corrections to the minutes from the October 8th Facilities and Maintenance Committee meeting, they will stand as presented. Does anybody have any revisions to those? Okay. Maintenance Department report. Eric, would you like to walk us through the committee report? Sure he would, but he's not here today. Eric's sick. So I've got his report here. We're just going to go through it on his bullet points and stuff and talk a little bit. The new courts building HVAC project. They've been waiting for the compressor. The compressor came in. It was installed, but there is some Freon issues, and they're working through that right now. The building HVAC is stable otherwise. So over in the new building, we were having a problem with before we started this project, we had talks with Judge Acker and told her that there was a lot of heaters being used over there underneath people's desks and what have you. And when we spend $4.5 million and we do this project, we can't have those heaters because they completely screw up the balance of the system. So I called Jackie or Judge Acker the other day, and she was kind enough to send out I say, would it be a courthouse-wide memo for both, to say that they can't use these heaters. So we picked out a temperature that we're going to maintain these buildings at 71 degrees. We're never going to have everyone happy because somebody's going to be hot, somebody's going to be cold, but we can't change the temperatures by having furnace or heaters underneath the desk, and they're a fire hazard. So we've tried to combat that. I think we were down to like 5 or 6 in the entire building. So I appreciate Judge Acker helping us out with that. The new courtroom, the door hardware is finished. The grand opening is already is taking place. So if you guys, I encourage you guys to go over and look at the new courtroom.
I did go over there, and it is really awesome.
Good.
Very nice.
Yeah, Eric and his team, and then Doug from Allied. Allied did a nice job. We made some changes to the courtroom. They were very easy to work with. Took a little longer than we expected, but there were some things with Nomad, which is a grant that we received for $1.6 million. $1.2 million for technology in the courtrooms, and that whole project is as of the 21st of this month, we have some things being hooked up, and then in December, I believe, like December 8th, we have another set of days hooked up or set up to finish some of the TVs and some of the other technologies. But that project's going to be coming to a close. So over in that building, we've done almost $6 million worth of work in the last fiscal year, and that's including the Nomads, the grant that Judge Acker got. So the maintenance department, Eric said mowing has been slowed down, obviously leaf mulching and trimming. They're prepping all the equipment right now for snow removal. They're cleaning and organizing the buildings, getting rid of stuff that we don't need, and maintaining the things that we do need. Disinfect buildings with pack sprayer as needed. So they've got a list of stuff that's going on. The LEC, they replaced a control board out there. There's a valve kit and wiring that controls water functions in the jail. They got that figured out. Greg was out there with the IT people, not the IT people, but the programmers, and they figured out one of the fans or one of the CO2 sensors that have been running nonstop. They figured that out. So we're getting some of the mechanical things worked, some of the bugs worked out of the systems out there. Let's see, they've been doing exterior painting. out there working on the gate. Animal control, they replaced a section of siding in the kennel. It's a temporary fix. And let's see, paper shredding is in queue for shredding all the paperwork and what have you. And I don't know when he's planning on doing that, but no. No,
Yeah, you are.
am I? Well, I'm just reviewing it.
I thought you were doing an excellent job.
Yeah, you're doing great.
You were doing great.
Yeah, so, okay, here we go. So everything we've talked about is, okay, yeah, we're a little bit further ahead. So we had a little bit of a glitch with the elevator today, and
some.
Kone has been contacted. What else have we got?
All right.
that board.
So I'm gonna step in for
Go ahead.
for our facilities director, as he is out ill today.
Is he sick?
He is.
He is sick.
So we have right now we had a new hire. They had a new hire start October 21st. Coming in, a new maintenance tech, doing fantastic work already, and being a valuable part of the team. So stepped right in, stepped up to the plate. One of the maintenance techs has submitted their retirement for January 6th, not named capacious. So we have posted that as well, and have already had 50-ish applicants in about a week and a half. So quite a few coming back from that. They had, if you looked over at the old LEC, the area where the dumpster was a complete disaster. New concrete's down. They built a new fence around that. Getting those upgrades taken care of before winter. As Tom said, they're prepping for snow removal, getting everything ready to go for that. They've been doing a lot of leaf mulching and pickup, trying to make sure everything's off the grounds. The LEC, pretty much what Tom had said is right. With the Hartwig, they did install a new Sallyport heater. That was something that we needed to get done before winter. That broke at the end of last winter, and malfunction. So we needed to get that done before it started to freeze. So that got taken care of. There was some troubleshooting that was needed to be done with the controls. Train came in and worked with Craig to get all that taken care of for that exhaust system. At the animal control, Chris went out there and built some kennel doors on the exterior wall to help get things prepared for winter as well, to make sure that there was it wasn't just open as it has been. They're going through a flooring removal and install for their bathroom and office space that has been pretty destroyed, and that's in their budget. So just working with Eric on that. Again, just reminder with all projects, whether it's coming out of maintenance budget and or the department's budget themselves, they are working through the process, working through the facilities request process. So essentially, if there's something that the department head wants to do, even if they have money for it in their budget, they're working through the facilities department with that, trying to work through scheduling and making sure that it's within their project schedule. New courts, that HVAC project is the compressor was installed. We did receive the final invoice from them. It was right around our budget. It was a little bit over, and that was just because of some of the changes that we had to do with that courtroom that came in after the fact. But at the end of the day, we felt really good about where that project came in its entirety, because it was just such a substantial project. And then adding in that courtroom on top of it, Allied really worked with us, and they're a great partner. So pretty happy about that. Eric and the maintenance department's working with a contractor for LED replacement on the fourth floor. That is going to be through the ComEd incentive program as well. So essentially that's going to be, I mean, in total, maybe cost us around $12,000 for complete retrofit of all of our light fixtures and go move into LED.
But the replacement on that is, or the payback on that is very.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, and I mean, without that incentive program, we're talking close to $30,000.
Yeah,
So we're
for
getting
sure.
about half back.
Yeah.
Or over that. Eric is still working with Judge Ackert and the other departments on some of the other projects that need to be taken care of on the fourth floor, just to wrap things up throughout the winter. Trying to move floor by floor on taking care of those bigger projects so they last, you know, for a substantial amount of time over there. Old Courthouse, the VAV project that was kind of been on schedule for almost a year and a half now, is finally completed over here. So that was great. And you know, that was not just, it wasn't really on schedule. We didn't schedule it yet, but we had it pre-approved and it was in our budget for over about a year. So that's taken care of. All of the, you know, for comfort control on our air quality in here, it's going to be much better now because there's just.
And we can control it from our phone.
From our phone. Yep. Yep. Pretty cool.
Not have to come in.
As Tom said, it sounds like we're having a little bit of an elevator glitch. Does on here on his notes, does say Kone replaced the control board on the elevator. So I'm,
Look into that tomorrow.
we're going to have to look into that, but, otherwise, they seem to be rocking and rolling. They're just trying to be ready for the first snow.
Okay, and then, work orders, requests submitted for discussion, there's none. Request for final budget numbers, there's none, and request ready for approval, there is none. Unfinished business is Allied Partners, where do we stand with Allied then? Is the final payment been issued? And where,
I submitted the invoice. It is going to claims at the next claims meeting and should be pushed through. So, yep.
okay. New business, there are no items under new business. Executive session, there's no request for executive session? Okay, anything else that we have to talk about? The tree project worked out really well out here. Got a lot of compliments from a lot of people. It turned out great. But
Yeah, I think, you know, with the facilities department, you know, facilities maintenance department, they are really working out more of a proper maintenance schedule throughout the facilities and trying to get some of these bigger projects done that are staring them right in the face before they become a massive high dollar financial repair. So a lot of this is trying to get completed within the current, you know, capital budget cycle that we look through. And keep in mind, you know, when we went through the budget process, if you look at our capital budget for maintenance projects, it's pretty high dollar, but a lot of that's continuous rollover projects from, you know, last year, the year before, you know, this coming year. So it's not all going to get done, you know, every fiscal year, but these are the things that have been identified. And, you know, we need to make sure that we continue to work towards executing on them the best we can, because I think, you know, we just want to have some standard and continuous maintenance before something fails on us and costs us $1 million instead of, no.
preventative maintenance is a
Right.
good thing, where we've been so reactive for years. It's nice to be proactive and actually get things figured out prior to.
That's right.
Okay, so do I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Friel? Jackson? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, thank you very much, guys.